Hi guys, it's Elaine here, the Animal Reiki Lady. It is so nice to see you here. Thank you for joining me for our second official animal channel. Not quite sure what else to call it yet, but the messages that come through me from our animals who have crossed to the other side. This is a completely unexpected consequence of what I practice. I'm an animal Reiki master. I spend every day, every morning, non-negotiable, starts out in meditation with my own animals. And as a result, I have started to receive all kinds of information from animals who have crossed to the other side. And I don't know how this is supposed to work, if it is supposed to work in any certain way for anybody. I can only share with you how it works for me. And it began when my Lucy crossed in August of last year. This is when all these doors opened for me. When my Lucy crossed in August of last year, she was a black lab, and immediately as soon as she crossed, I began to see her in my mind when I would meditate as this beautiful wolf. And I started to download all these pictures of wolves because it was so real to me. I could see her and I could feel her by me as a wolf. And I eventually had this picture of the wolf tattooed onto my arm. So I want to show you guys what that looks. Okay, so this is not the best picture, or this is not the best angle to do that. But beautiful sacred geometry around this beautiful blue-eyed wolf. And she eventually even evolved further till I felt her become one with my heart. And I feel in her presence not just like a lone wolf, but she embodies all of the animals who have crossed to the other side when I get these messages. So a lot of what I share comes from that. And I simply ask her, I go into a quiet meditation and I ask her what I need to know, or I ask her what messages she wants to share. And then more and more individual animals have started to come to me. So what I want to share with you today is, again, unexpected, and I have to admit that I feel vulnerable when I do this, but I'm just going to go ahead and share what I've got. So as I was going through the messages yesterday, I read all of your comments, and every once in a while I miss one, which is not intentional, I promise you. But there was one from 3 months ago that I never saw and that I didn't answer, and it was about a dog named Snoopy. And I don't know anything about Snoopy. The only comment was, my Snoopy has crossed, can you please connect with my Snoopy? And so that's what I set the intention for this morning. And the way that I have planned this, and who knows what plans, right? The best laid plans of mice and men. My plan was to do this little meditation every day. It's my easy 3-minute meditation. I take 3 beautiful breaths. I quiet my mind. I open my heart. I set the intention to receive, and I set the intention to connect with whatever animal would like to come through. But this morning, as I was thinking of Snoopy, it already started to flow. And so I wrote down some of the things that came to me from Snoopy. Again, I don't know anything about Snoopy, so all I can do is share what came through to me and hope that whoever is supposed to receive this message will receive it. And so I wrote this down, so old lady glasses on. Here we go for Snoopy. So Snoopy, I got a sense right away that, sorry for the glare there, but got to be able to read my writing. I got a sense that Snoopy was a Jack Russell Terrier. I don't know this. It's just the sensation that came through to me, that Snoopy was a Jack Russell Terrier, a little smarty pants. So if that makes sense to anybody, a little smarty pants, that's the phrase that he used. He wanted to say that he was sorry, and that usually doesn't happen. So what usually happens is the other way around. I get a sense from the animal companion that they want to make sure their human knows they are forgiven. So we all carry this, even me, for all 3 of my seniors who crossed this year. I get this, there's a sense of guilt that we carry, that we didn't do enough for them. And they always come through with a message that says, there's nothing to forgive. That's the biggest message. But in this case, it was just the opposite. So Snoopy is saying, I am so sorry. And I asked him in my mind, what did you do? And he said, she knows what I did. And I pushed a little bit further, and I got this sense, well, first of all, the message came through that he didn't suffer. So whatever it is that happened with Snoopy, He wants you to know that there was no suffering. And I know that that's like so general, and I want to be able to get super specific for you guys. And that's where Smarty Pants came in. I asked for something really specific that only his mama would know, that he was called Smarty Pants, and he didn't suffer. And I got this sense that he jumped from a car. And that's what he's saying he was sorry about. So his intention was not to hurt you. His intention, he knew what had to be done, and he jumped from the car, and as a result, he crossed. This is the message that came through to me. He wants you to know that he did not suffer and that he's coming back. It was his time to go for whatever reason he was supposed to go in that way, and for you to watch for him, and that you'll see it in his eyes. He will connect with you via the eyes. And that's how you know that he's going to come back to you when you're ready for your next pet. In fact, I got a sense that he was already preparing. Before he left, he was already preparing the animal companion that's coming back to you. So I'm not, all of this is just beginning to make sense to me, guys. I am having as much learning about this as you guys are. So this is what I want to share with you today. Completely unexpected and not in the direction that I thought it was going to go, but that's what I want you to know about Snoopy. So I'll try to tag the person who sent me that message. It was about 3 months ago about Snoopy, to see if this makes any sense, or if it is meant for someone else. Please put a message below. You guys know what to do. Just put a little comment below. This is where I get all the things that we talk about on this channel. Put your questions, put your comments. If there's anything that you want me to share, or if this message resonates with you, I would love to know that. And for Snoopy's mama, I hope that this makes some sense to you. And sometimes what I get a sense of is that things kind of fall into place over time, that it may not make immediate sense, but 2 weeks from now or 2 months from now, someone will go, oh my gosh, that made total sense. I totally forgot about this, that, or the other thing. But anyway, so that's the message that I had today from Snoopy for the person who specifically asked for Snoopy. And I hope wherever you guys are that you will jump in and join the conversation with us here as I begin to channel messages from animals from the other side. All right, thank you for bearing with me, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. May the animals light your way. Take care. Love you. Bye.